this is a bot that can play pros and have a legitimate chance of winning. It's already beaten Oxygen, and it's already taken Carmine Corp to Game 5. Now, one of the other top teams in Europe, Gridiron Resolve, they are contending for a major spot right now in Europe. Slightly on the wrong side of the top 4, but they are still in with a shot of making the major. And they want to take on Seer. They want to see what they can do. Now, I've heard from Ultrawide, since the most recent... Actually, I should leave this on director camera. What is it again? 9? I'm trying to remember the button for it. I need to bring up the overlay again. Yeah, it's 9. Oh my goodness, Seer's flip resetting already. It's already starting off with a flip reset. Rezears gets completely taken out of the play here. And Seer's up 1-0. Yeah, the news I've had from Ultrawide, the creator of the Seer bot, Ultrawide GC. He's told me that he found a bug in the code that was affecting the bot's ability. Oh, nice double tap there by Rezears, actually outplaying Seer 1. Seer 2 lost control there. Bad heavy touch by Seer 2 in defense. Yeah, Ultrawide told me that there was a bug in the code affecting the bot's ability both to land and dodge demos. And he's fixed it, but it will take some time in order for it to take effect. So we'll have to wait and see if today the bots are any better against demos, if they're better at using demos to their advantage, if they're better at avoiding demos, because that was the glaring weakness for the bots. They were also struggling against things like double resets and big aerial plays. This is another goal for Resolve as they put themselves up 2-1. Nice pass by Rezears there. Seer 2 not looking locked in yet. Seer 2 really carried against Oxygen. But struggling early on against Gridiron Resolve. Rezears and Ivan. Well, Rezears you guys will probably be more familiar with if you've watched his 1v1 games over the years. Yeah, these guys are definitely contenders in Europe right now. They've got a shot of making a top 4 with the right bracket. They were able to beat BDS in the first event in the quarterfinal for this split. BDS who went on to win event 2. So these guys are definitely a real test for Seer. So far they've not really had to worry about some of Seer's strengths. Seer's strengths are the very fast passing plays that it can produce. Sometimes it will just... Oh, that's almost in. Sometimes it will, you know, make these handoff plays where it just it doesn't really read the play. It just knows. It just knows what's happening before humans can react. It's also very quick. I mean, oh, nice bump by Ivan. That's huge. Seer was throwing goal there had it not been for that bump. Yeah, the other strengths for Seer are things like 50-50s. It's very, very strong at 50-50s. It's also very good at just getting quickly up into the air. So as long as you can avoid committing to lost aerial battles, a Seer double commits there. Interesting to see that. Then you should be having a pretty good time against it. That's not a good touch though by Rezears. Seer with the flip reset. Pass, handoff midair. Yeah, I was actually talking to apparently Jack about this. He was telling me that he thinks that... oh, no way, is it reading this? Okay, it's just going to play it into the sidewall again, middle to Seer 2. No goal on that attacking play by Seer. Yeah, apparently Jack's... I don't know if he's speculating or if he's had a word with Ultrawide GC or if he's had a word with someone else who makes a high-level AI that can play Rocket League. But I was talking to him and he was saying that he thinks that the reason it does these flip reset handoff plays is because... You know, in order to get an AI to learn something that it doesn't already do, you've got to incentivize it to do that thing. And if Ultrawide has incentivized Seer to just simply get flip resets, and the bot is, you know, using that as a secondary objective, main objective, win the game, secondary objective, get flip resets whenever you can, then that would explain why it's just getting flip resets and not using them a lot of the time. It just lands on the ball and then leaves it. Because it might have figured out, hey, I could just get a reset here. Oh, nearly an own goal by Rezears. You just get a reset and get rewarded by doing what I'm supposed to do. That's a good half flip out of the lost aerial battle there by Seer 2. But they're really struggling to get any outplays. Ivan and Rezears have picked their battles brilliantly here. They've been so smart about when they go for the ball. Look at Ivan with the triple tap, ceiling and backboard playing a part in this one. It's another great lob pass by Rezears. They've come in with a really good strategy here. Not forcing the issue. Just waiting for clear-cut chances in the air and trying not to leave anyone isolated in defense at any time. Nice kickoff there by Seer as they don't even fake it. They just leave it. and then play a little back pass with the save. Yeah, Seer is much higher level than Nexto. Nexto, I believe, is around about Grand Champ. Seer is comfortably SSL. They 3-0'd Oxygen. Joyo and Oski got 3-0'd by Seer. Oh, good save there by Seer 1. Yeah, Seer should really be quick chatting more. That is one thing that you could use to your advantage as a bot is, quick chats. You're not going to get emotional, obviously. You're just going to be using quick chats whenever certain circumstances trigger them. Yeah, the things that Seer struggles against are peak aerial plays. It can't really read backboard hits very well. It can't read double resets and things like this. It's quite good at defending against air dribbles that are just simple direct air dribbles because it's very fast into the air, so it can aerial challenge very well. But whenever somebody hits a hard touch to the backboard, Seer kind of just sits there, and I think it reads a miss. It doesn't ever see the double tap coming. That's a great flick, actually. Oh my word. Well, Seer's on the board with the second goal. They're getting destroyed in game 1. But that is a great flick by Seer 2. Catch and flick at the halfway line over the top of Rezears. Yeah, Ivan and Rezears have done a great job in this game. Ivan especially, 4 goals. He's been clinical with the aerial plays. And here comes that air dribble handoff. Flip reset. Actually used that time. That's a rare sight to see the flip reset being used, but it doesn't work out too well as Ivan picks up the ball for free. Look at this, flip reset actually being used, and Seer 1 got bumped out of the way as Ivan collected it. Usually what happens there is the flip reset will kind of be used as a fake by Seer, intentionally or not, and then the second Seer will come in and just take the ball. But I think Ivan and Rezears have done their homework. They were challenging the reset there, even in defense, because they knew that a little pass might be happening in defense. This is definitely the best game plan we've seen anyone come at Seer with. Bump, pass, goal, 7-2. They're making Seer look completely outmatched here. The update made the bots worse. I don't know if the update that Ultrawide has fixed, the bug in the code that was stopping them from learning how to use and also counteract demos. I don't know if they've actually had that update added to them. I mean, is the version Seer v 41800? Is that's a different version than we had last time? Is it? Is it a higher number? Yeah, it did use a, well, that time it was a flip reset fake, but no pass. They're not using that play as much. Same version? Yeah, it might just be the same version. I'm not sure if he's updated the version of Seer yet. Because Ultrawide was away for a couple of weeks on holiday. Now he's back in action, so we're likely to see Seer improving. Oh, and I should mention actually, after this match, the reason we have to do this match right now is because Seer really going to do this. He's going to score a pointless year second goal. Yep, going to try for it at least. But yeah, the reason we have to do this match right now is because Rezears and Ivan have EU quals right after this. Well, they've got to go prepare for EU quals with a practice scrim, I believe. So this is their practice for the practice scrim. Oh, we are going to get game 1 in their favor. Pros up 1-0. Definitely the strongest showing we've seen in any single game against Seer so far. Dominated every facet of the game. Didn't really fall into many traps. And yeah, I believe we have to go to a new lobby because there's a chance Seer bugs out if you stay in the same lobby for too long. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to South America RLCS later today because the scenario is a crazy scenario. The 4-way tie that we talked about could in fact be happening. All that needs to happen is for Furia to win the event, which is, expected, and for Crew to beat Team Secret, which could very well happen, and for Complexity to finish second, which again very well could happen. If those 3 things happen, we have a 4-way tie in South America for the last RLCS spot. I think that would mean tomorrow after RLCS there would be a series of tiebreakers played. Yeah, we'll be following along with that later today. Oh, Seer looking a bit sluggish here. They struggle to get going. Here's a chance for Seer. Look at the challenge timing by the second player there from Grey Down Resolve. Seer with the bot air dribble. It's gonna work. Just the most bot air dribble you've seen. No air roll, just air steer. Actually, he did air roll. I take it back. There was a little bit of air roll there. But they don't air roll a lot. They just air roll a little bit left and right. Almost to get a more... Look at this. They did little air rolls left and right on their way to the balls. Something you would never see a player do. Is that Monkey Moon? Yeah, a lot of people have been comparing Monkey Moon to Seer, which I feel like is a compliment to both Seer and Monkey Moon at the same time. Oh, look at this. Seer with the little pop bump, forcing a bad save. Oh yeah, the number did change. Hold on, is this an updated Seer? I just realized it's no longer 4-1. What was it in the last game? It was 41,800. Now it's 42,400. Oh no, has he updated Seer live? Was that just... Wait a second, was that just bait? Did he give them the practice Seer? And now the real thing? I mean, Seer is definitely looking a little bit better. I mean, this mid-series update, I'm not sure if that was intended. Maybe he accidentally loaded that old version of Seer. Yeah, I mean, Seer's definitely playing a bit better, but also some mistakes coming out from Gridiron Resolve. There's no way that they were... there's no way that was intentional. Surely not. Surely Ultrawide didn't go, you know what, you guys can have the practice Seer. We'll put in Seer in first gear for game 1, and now you can play the real thing. There's no way. Your beans. Everybody's getting scammed. Oh, that's a great first touch by Seer. Looking very efficient here. Flip reset. No usage of it. Just forcing another bad clear. Now 50-50 back. Seer starting to dominate the possession here. Can Resolve find a way out? Looks like they can. Ivan had huge success in game 1 with the aerial play. He's going to go for another one here. The mind game, unsuccessful. Seer just plays the ball and shuts down the attack very easily. Oh, the one from KC and Oxygen was 41,800. Did you check? So the one that Resolve just beat 7-2 was the same Seer as KC Oxygen. And now we've advanced by 600 versions. So this is 600 versions of Seer better than the last one. That's a bit scary. No, Seer doesn't have ball cam. It's just I've got director camera on to force ball cam. I don't know if that's how it works. I don't know what the V means, really. Well, what the 42,400 means. H311E, thanks to Tier 1. Nice finish by Rezears with the first goal for Resolve in Game 2. It's the MMR, okay. Class VP99, thanks to the 7-month Prime. And Tay the Rhino, thanks to the Prime as well, appreciate that. Chicken Chorizo Burrito, thanks to the Prime. Demo lands for Ivan. Looks like the Seer 1 with a very educational play there. Not sure it's going to pan out for them. Oh, what save off the inside of the post. Accidental, almost own goal, leads to a save for Seer. But the fake challenge on the previous defensive play was really useful by Seer. It's a play I'd recommend you all to do in your own games. If your teammate gets demoed and you don't have a completely free ball in a 1v2, don't go for it. Oh, it's Seer with a mind game attempt there. Yeah, it's nothing worse when you get demoed than watching your teammate fly in for a risky challenge, get taken out of the game, and now you're in a 1v2 in defense. Right after respawning, so you don't even have momentum or boost. Fake challenge, ladies and gentlemen. So it's 42,400 steps into training. Seer's I can't remember the amount of hours Seer's trained, but it's a lot. Seer has trained for more than an entire human lifetime against itself, multiple lifetimes. So it's definitely very high level, but simply changing the number could also just be a mind game by Ultrawide. He might just change the number to make Rezears and Ivan get worried, as they don't get the best save here, but luckily Seer's got a couple of bodies in the way of the ball. Still a chance for Rezears and Ivan. Ivan chased one of the Seers out of the play there. Here comes Rezears. Spots the opening after Ivan chased what would have been the challenging Seer out of the way. Interesting to see that Seer did drive away from the demo there, though. Didn't just sit on the goal line. staring at the ball, getting demoed. That does look to be a little bit better at avoiding physicality than the previous version of Seer that we saw. Oh, that's a big miss though. What was that? That's super unexpected to see that. You would assume that whenever Seer does commit to the ball, it will 100% be getting a hit, because why else would it go? But sometimes it doesn't get a clean hit, it just goes and misses. It's very, very odd. Yeah, I'll ask Ultrawide if he accidentally loaded the wrong version of the bot after this game. It looks like they are going to be tying up the series here. Seer tying up the series, unless can Rezears make a huge play? Yes, he can. Okay, game on. Quick kickoff possession and they're right back in it. That was a huge play by Rezears. Full pitch air dribble into the flip reset. Seer 2 really needed to get up and challenge that, force the play to happen before point blank range. Seer's pre-steering left there. That's interesting. Pre-steered left and then it didn't turn left. Is that just more Seer mind games? Just having a controller input on the steering during the kickoff and then not following through with it? Well, they have lost one game. I'm asking Ultrawide if he loaded a different version of Seer for game 2 there. I don't know if he did. Oh, he did. Ah. He said yes. Rezears says this Seer seems much stronger than the game 1 Seer. Oh no, he's got the update. Seer's got the update. It's better than pros now. It didn't look super vulnerable to demos, but I mean, Ivan and Rezears didn't go for too many demos. Wow, Ultrawide says he did that on purpose. He purposefully loaded the lower version of Seer in game 1. And then the newer version of Seer in game 2 because he wanted to see if there's a difference. Oh, he's just actually sandbagging game 1 now. Sandbagging game 1 for science. This is ridiculous. Not only is Seer better than pros, but it can completely give away game 1 with an older version and then still win. Well, let's see if Rezears and Ivan can figure out a winning strategy here. They looked pretty good in game 1. Ivan with the big aerial plays looked completely unplayable for Seer. Imagine we just loaded into this lobby and it was like Seer 43,000. Just another extra 600 versions. And no, it looks like Seer 42,400 is the current max. Very curious to watch out for two things in particular. Will Seer be susceptible to drive ahead demos? Will it use drive ahead demos in its own gameplay? Because Seer tends to use what it is, well, it tends to be good against all of the things that it can do, and it's not good against things it can't do. Ivan looking for the aerial play while a bump lands, but look at that from Seer 1, shrugging off the bump and making the save. Ivan didn't get the best play there, but it was still enough to beat previous versions of Seer, you would think, with a bump play involved. Seer 2 looking to lob it mid to Seer 1. They're loving this position where they can just get into this aggressive rotation. Look, even the bots play the Monkey Moon BDS style of Rocket League, where they just cut off every pass and go for no air roll double jump shots. I've been trying to tell all of you that, you know, Monkey Moon had it figured out since RLCS Season X. We're all playing Super Monkey Ball now. We're not playing Rocket League. We've been playing Super Monkey Ball for years. It's just a lot of the rest of the world didn't know it until after COVID. Oh, what a sidewall double by Rezears. That would have been saved by Seer, though. It's gone up 200 more. No, it's still 42,400 was the same as the last game. I think this is the newest version of Seer now. Ultrawide sandbagged the first game. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a goal. Well played by Rezears. Look at this. Recovery. And then the center ball. Ivan there for the finish. I mean, I told you guys yesterday, I reckon when BDS get into Seer mode, they are unplayable. And even Seer, the highest rated bot, the highest skill bot of all time, plays that same style. Just tries to box the opponents into the final third, cut off every clear, just keep the ball close to their goal, get them panicking. Like, if defense was truly OP, Seer would be deliberately playing defense. They'd be playing Gibbs ball. But they don't do that. They try to play offense all the time. Honestly, the pros need to stop slacking. Seer just simply wants it more. Someone in chat right now is saying Seer's got 1.5 million hours played. That's a great touch by Ivan. The passing plays have been on point by Resolve from a lot of their goals today. Yeah, 1.5 million hours in the game is just a different level of wanting it. Wanting the win. It's got kickoff strats. I mean, what's not to love about this bot? Looking for the air dribble, flip reset, pass, the classic Seer patented play there. Committed challenge from the second Seer on that play. Rezears bumps Seer 2 out of the way, but Seer 1 just sends it again. And a little love tap there by Seer 2 before playing the ball across the box, stealing the boost. But look at Seers, just both of them lining up to intercept the attempted counter-attack as early as possible. They're not falling for the flip reset mind games as Seer though. Seer 1 opts for the ball and 60 boost instead of the 100 boost. Flip reset handoff again. Rezears and Ivan, like I said earlier, they've done their homework. They know about that. Oh, is that an attempted demo by Seer 1? Very interesting to see that. Solid challenge there by Seer 2. I actually read Ivan hitting the ball, and Ivan's miss caused Seer to miss by the looks of things. Seer was definitely lining up a blocking touch on that. Classic example of the bot missing because humans are bad at video games. Seer 2 makes it 3-2. Again, just another no over air roll needed, just simple, straight to the ball. Oh, shooting over the keeper's head. Interestingly, there's a backflip on the kickoff by Seer. They've got some really interesting strategies. Seer getting dusted to the ball there from a more distant takeoff. Oh, what a touch by Rezears. Ivan's up for it, and Seer can't get the save. Was that a pre-jump in defense? It's a great recovery by Rezears to get that one middle, and Ivan's up immediately. I mean, they know that any delay not going to work out. Looks like Seer might have pre-jumped there. That's interesting to see. Would have probably been savable without a pre-jump. Fake kickoff getting read by Seer. And that's sufficient movement by Seer 1. Playing for the backboard hit and the boost steal again. Center ball. Intercepted heavy by Rezears. Still a chance for Ivan and Rezears to retake control of the series. Big bump off the back wall. Seer 2 is there for it though. Air dribbles over Ivan. Rezears in a bit of trouble perhaps. Ivan back to the rescue on the slow play from Seer 2. Seer 1's going to try and keep them at bay in the back corner until Seer 2 gets back into the game. There is Seer 2 making his presence felt. Again, they don't mind playing this back corner position at all. It's a position where players would be hesitant to overextend in, and it's for reasons like this. I mean, when you can land the flip resets from close range, Seer's got no answer. Just does not read it. Can't see it coming. Was playing that touch there. You can see Seer 1 turned for the previous hit. Did not see the potential for another reset. And definitely not a shot after the fact. Seer 2 just too quick in that last play. Rezears awkward. Here comes Seer 1. Oh, good recovery again by Rezears. Seer 2 with no boost. Has to try and navigate his way to the back corner there. Actually goes for the direct shot instead. Actually flicks it high. Very interesting decision making there by Seer. Instead of playing for the boost like all humans would have done, they're both just chaining flicks to the backboard, which seems to be a defended angle pretty consistently. Strong 50-50 by Seer 1, trailing with just 30 seconds to go. Solid game by Rezears and Ivan to take down the latest update of Seer. Can they make it a 2-goal game? No, they can't. Seer 1, effortless catch on the goal line. Flicks have been pretty scary. There's one out of the game. Seer 1 centers it to Seer 2. Decides not to go up for it though. Rezears doubles down the line. Final 10 seconds. Now Seer does go for 0-second goals, but it sometimes lacks urgency in these kind of positions. Gets completely stuffed by Ivan. Seer 1 into the middle, but that's not the pass that they needed, and it is going to be 2-1 to resolve. Very impressive, taking down the latest version of Seer there. From behind, actually. A chance to win the series in 4, if they can do it one more time. How have the bots played more than a lifetime? Because it can play against itself many different times at the same time. Like, you can have technically infinite lobbies with Seer playing against itself. That's how its hours are roughly at 1.5 million. Because the way that Seer trains is by just playing against itself for millions of hours. Hundreds of thousands of hours at least. And that is why it is weak against big aerial mechanical plays, is because it can't make big aerial mechanical plays yet. So in all of its 1.5 millions of hours of practice, it's probably only a few times, maybe more than a few, but it mostly runs into solid fundamental play, not big flashy aerial plays, because that's not something that it does, or tries to do. It usually, you know, gets into positions and thinks, yep, I could just 50-50 this, I could just hit the ball with a flick into the backboard here, that looks like a good play. I'm sure in the future it will be able to do perfect, you know, double, triple flip resets. It'll just be hitting every play with perfection, every read with perfection. Like, probably very soon, Seer and other bots will be able to completely annihilate pros, but it's only once it gets other plays added to it. So Equation, oh my goodness, what save. Post-pitch save there by Seer 1. They're in a lot of trouble here, though. Rezears looks for the backboard double. That's usually an open angle. Reset triple, missed. Seer's scrambling, unable to get a good clear for quite a while now. Now they will, as Seer 1 looks for the flip reset. That was an attempted follow-up by Seer 1 as Seer 2 committed to the play. You would think that they'd be able to perfectly read each other, but they can't. They do seem to be independently operating. And sometimes they get perfect reads on each other. Other times they don't. Oh, that's a bad commit by Ivan. Gets dusted. 1-0 to Seer. And yeah, Seer can double commit. Sometimes both of the bots at the same time think they have a good play on the ball, and they both make that play without cross-checking. Again, something that could be improved on, I'm sure. That was a very weird center ball there by Seer 1. It looked like it was trying to back pass almost to Seer 2, who didn't make a move on the ball. The synergy certainly off for Seer in this series. Nice flip over the demo there by Seer 1. I am noticing better demo avoidance. 2-0. Seer 2 with a nice finish. Yeah, it's so many things that can be improved on for Seer is the scary part. It can already match up pretty well with pros, even though it doesn't have anywhere near the aerial creativity. It doesn't have some of the movements it makes are a bit janky, not as fluid. Like, sometimes it lands badly, and you think to yourself, well, how is a bot landing badly? Surely it will just have perfect recoveries every time, because it will know how much of an air roll it needs to land perfectly. Not always the case. Oh, a bounce shot. Nearly undefendable. And it is going to be the other way, surely. Yes, Ivan does score the first goal for Resolve. It looked like a bit of an awkward exchange. Seer 1 got pit maneuvered, landed with a good bit of momentum, but only had the own goal available. Actually hit the brakes and avoided own goaling. Only to then see Ivan score a double fake kickoff. Both teams faking the kickoff there. I feel like the demo kickoffs would make more sense for Rezears and Ivan to go for it. They've been quite straight up, quite fakey with a lot of their kickoffs. Nexto is SSL level. Is Nexto really an SSL now? I thought Nexto was GC something. I don't think Nexto's SSL. Because I remember whenever people played against Nexto in videos I've seen, they would just do basic air dribbles, and Nexto wouldn't be able to do anything against it because it couldn't air dribble. And again, whenever a bot doesn't know how to do something, it doesn't know how to defend against something. So that's why Seer's quite good at defending basic air dribbles, because it can basic air dribble. When you start introducing complicated reads on backboard bounces and multiple resets, that's where it struggles. Seer 1 with the intentional slow shot. Oh, what a finish! That's outrageous. It saw that the direct shot was going to be saved by the respawning Rezears and Ivan, who jumped up in front of the ball, so it slows it down, bounces it in, and I'll tell you what, that would work in RLCS as well. You bounce the ball on net like that against a team like G2, you're scoring every single time. Seer's clearly done its homework. 4-1, running away with game 4. Did they just lose the kickoff on purpose? Look at that, Seer losing the kickoff back to Seer 2. And in it goes. G2 catching strays. That was a pretty direct comment. Nothing stray about that. Rezears to the backboard. Can they start to mount some kind of comeback here? Wait, how is Seer 1 just read this? How has Seer 1 got this? That's literally inhumane reactions. Just catches the ball. Oh my days. Perfectly positioned. It's not looking good for Resolve. They're going game 5 with Seer. Seer has taken every pro team it's played into deep water. Oh, Ivan with the own goal attempt. Seer 1 follow-up denied by Rezears. Jesse, are you doing your homework here? Are you feeling confident for your matchup against Seer tomorrow? Jesse and Fruity are going to be taking on Seer tomorrow. I know that Jesse's going to be bringing the heat with the demos. I know he's likely going to be... Like, the problem for Seer when they play against Jesse is Seer's very weak against things that Jesse's good at. Things like demos, things like bumps, things like double flip resets. All things that Jesse has in his back pocket. So, that's going to be an interesting matchup tomorrow. Same time, same place. I wonder if Ultra Wide's going to load a different version of Seer. We're going to see the opposite occurring. It'll be like Seer version 42,400 in game 1, and then it would start going down 41,800. Oh my goodness, the speed for that takeoff by Seer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Trying to send a 7th goal, but they were going to concede in the counter-attack by the looks of things. Getting a bit too aggressive at the tail end. I need to save a replay, actually. I always forget to save replays in these games for thumbnails. Yeah, Seer can only play on EU servers because the only way that you can play against Seer is by joining a VPN to Ultrawide's own local connection. He's running a local match here. You can't run Seer on private matches online. You need to do the local only. I do think Rezears and Ivan have played quite clean. They've not quite cleanly. I don't think they've really gone for that many bumps and demos, but there have been some instances where Rezears or Ivan have gone for a bump or a demo and Seer's just avoided it. So I mean, they are definitely making some evasive maneuvers, whereas in previous matches they would literally sit still and get demoed every time. I like that approach by Seer too. That is a demo. Okay, we're gonna need to watch this one. Oh, the nightmare bounce for Seer's hits a bar down and then over the crossbar again. We're not going to get to see that on the replay, but I think that could have been an instance of Seer getting caught in a bad position for a demo. Now human error starts to become a factor. Will the humans be able to keep their cool in the high pressure situation? Where obviously Seer will just continue being a bot. Oh, perfect catch by Seer 1. Looking for the air dribble bump here, no doubt. And good save by Ivan. Not a lot of momentum by Seer 1 in that pop bump attempt. So Ivan backflipped into Seer, forcing him to save his own shot. And then Seer 1 just going to dribble in a circle. Seer 2 waiting patiently behind, not double committing on that occasion. Mid-air 50-50. Looking back on purpose there by Seer 1. Intentionally went under the ball to allow the 50 to go over him. Seer 2 was behind. Ivan, reset double, misses, and Seer beats Rezears to the rebound. Seer 1 efficiently advancing down the field. Boost steal for Seer. Follow up by Seer 2. Not the greatest shot though, goes too low. And they've stolen all the boosts away. Ivan has nothing. Rezears the only player with boost at the moment for Gridiron Resolve. Can Seer up the pace of the game and punish them? Not before Ivan's boost respawns. And now they look like they might have stabilized. Look at Seer's ability to just create possession in the back corner though. This is not something humans would do very often. Humans would usually be going for demos, drive challenges in these kind of positions. Seer just goes in and takes the ball. It just sees the ball and thinks, I can take that in your back corner, no problem. Which is no doubt weird for Rezears and Ivan to go up against, because usually when you're in your back corner like this, the opponents are looking for demos on you. They're not really looking to get around the ball and start their attack. Ivan backboard double denied. Rezears with the redirect in the midfield though. Is that dipping in? Yes it is. What a finish by Rezears. 1-0 to the pros. Oh, huge touch by Rezears, just barely getting it over the top of the committing Seer. They've been under a lot of pressure this game, but they get counter-attacked at the worst time. Seer with an awkward flip to the back corner. It does steal the boost well. The team bump lands for Rezears and Ivan. Seer looking to create an angle. Gets demoed. Did not see that one coming. Second Seer gets demoed as well. That's a huge play by Rezears. And I don't think Seer played very well there in the back corner. Yeah, just got completely sniped while not really flipping, swerving, or changing pace at all. Wait, is Seer going for a bump? Yes, it is. Seer with the physical play as well. Ivan's going to rotate back and get the save, though. Good pathing over the small pads as well. Seer struggling at the end here, but look at the speed of Seer 1. Oh my goodness. What a comeback. Seer 1, 50s in middle. Seer 2 up immediately. Seer 1 up immediately as well. Rezears couldn't match Seer 1 for speed. Couldn't read the shot angle. They just suddenly had a burst of speed that the pros could not fathom. Seer 2 saying no thanks to the mid boost. Prefers to play the ball instead. 50s it back to Seer 1, who shoots high. And oh, what a save by Rezears. That's ridiculous. Crossbar pinch save. But now Ivan's at a 1v2. Can Rezears get back and help him out? Ivan looking to fake a challenge. Let Rezears get back into the play. But here comes the pop bump. And it's just not quite in. Oh, what a save by Rezears on the recovery. Seer did land the bump, but the shot slowed down. And now it's the scramble at the other side of the pitch. Seer 1, wall shot, goes high. Rezears is going to be there for it. Plays it back towards the midfield. Seer 2 and Seer 1 team bumping again. The synergy is lacking today. Seer 1 air dribbling out of defense towards Seer 2. Counter-attack starts. Rezears and Ivan are there. Seer 2 still looking to pop the ball middle. Ivan reverses. Is that a double tap for Seer 1? Looks like it was an attempt. Again, they're creating offense from the back corner. But Ivan and Rezears staying together as a unit. As long as they can keep both of their players relevant, seems like they might be able to hold on here to these defensive positions. Ivan, reset. This could be massive. Decides to just leave it though. Oh, he tried to fake the bot and that didn't work out at all. Nearly goes in. Rezears full pitch air dribble. Just one Seer to beat. Second one comes back to help out. Rezears with a demo. Seer 1's got boost here. Rezears with a pre-flip. Almost gets it past him. Demo lands. Seer 1 not able to really get much control there. Seer struggling to establish possession. And Ivan snipes the double. It's downwards and off the bar. Rezears thought about committing, decided not to. Seer 1 up immediately. This is scary, but the heavy hit is exactly what Ivan wanted. That was not the play that Seer needed to go for. Had to control that one. It's ground pinch clear. Comes out from Ivan. Final 15 seconds. Wait a minute. The bots are called Rezears and Ivan. What is going on? When did this happen? Why are they called Rezears and Ivan? Seer's changed his name mid-game. I swear, this has to have been recent. Saving the double reset is the bot called Ivan. Now the bot called Rezears is looking to get on the ball. Rezears, the human version, looking to ground it. They're doing a good job keeping this up, but this is not going to be easy to score. It is the pros, the human Rezears and Ivan, that get the win. GG's noob, says Ivan. What happened at the end of the game here with the bots? They're called Seer on the scoreboard. Ivan's talking trash. Why did their names change? How did they manage to change their names? Was that another like bot mind game? Another massive victory for the humans there against the newest version of Seer as well. Pros are victorious by 1 goal in game 5. They were really up against it in that game though. Surviving pretty intense pressure at the end. Yeah, maybe this is something they do when they're trailing in the closing seconds. They just change their names. Game 5, code kicked in. That was really good games. Ultrawide is a reminder, by the way, for all of you watching. Ultrawide GC is the creator of Seer. You can see his name on the screen there. He's going to be going live on Twitch either now or in a few minutes. I'm not sure if he's live yet. And he's going to be doing Seer viewer games. So if you want a shot against Seer, then be sure to tune into Ultrawide GC either today. I'll put his Twitch in chat right now. It looks like he's not live yet, but here you go. Be sure to give him a follow. He does Seer viewer games quite often, and you can play against Seer yourself if you head over to Ultrawide's stream today or another day. Up to you. I would encourage you all to follow and tune in at some point, because everybody's loving the Ultrawide Seer content. I think it's only fair that you all drop a follow, show some support to the creator who's made all this content possible.